Wit and humor are two most important techniques used as literary devices in works of art. Hello, listeners. Here is Giridhar, and you are listening to the podcast Giridhar's Garady. Today, we have a brilliant artist on the show. She is an amazing speaker, passionate Toastmaster, and an excellent mandala art creator. Also known for being social and friendly, here's welcoming the guest for today's episode, Manasa Sai Santoshi. Hi Mansa, welcome to Giridhar's Garadi. How are you doing today?
Hi, Giridhar. Thank you so much for inviting me. I'm doing great. How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing good. Thanks a lot. All right, just one quick question before we start. How do you feel like being a guest on this podcast?
Firstly, Giridhar, thank you so much for collaborating with me on this podcast. It feels great to be here chatting with you after a really long time, and I really can't wait to discuss on today's topic.
Superb. Okay, so Mansa, tell me, what is this wit and humor all about?
So, Giridhar, I always believe that wit and humor are two important qualities for a person to have. So, before we go ahead and discuss everything in detail, firstly, let's understand the difference between wit and humor. So, firstly, when it comes to wit, wit helps us to be spontaneous while reacting to a situation. It helps us to understand better on how to use our words carefully. So, wit requires a lot of presence of mind. However, humor, on the other hand, is the ability to find things funny. Humor makes you laugh, be it with the jokes that you crack, or be it with random actions that we do, or be it fooling around with your friends and closed ones. All your choices, actions generate humor and also help you to find humor in what others make. So, this is the difference between wit and humor. However, I see that both of them are equally important and they are useful weapons that make your life happy and peaceful.
Yes. So, why do you think that this wit and humor are important in our lives?
I feel that developing a taste for wit and humor improves our physical and mental well being. Having wit and humor intact keeps you sane, it keeps you alive and positive. So, even on a bad day or a very stressful day, you can handle yourself better and the situations better if you can make a joke out of your experience and move ahead rather than feeling depressed or feeling low with what has happened to you.
Hmm, that's right. Okay, so can you share with us one of the stories that you read which emphasize us on the wit and humor?
Oh, there are so many stories that I have read as a child. I really enjoyed reading all the comics on Tenali Ramakrishna, Akbar and Birbal, and all the other fictional characters that involved a lot of humor and wit. But okay, let me just recollect and share one small paragraph from a concept called Six Thinking Hats, which I have studied in my 12th standard, and this concept has stayed with me for a long time. So, are you ready to listen to a short story?
Yes, of course. I'll be glad to listen.
Thank you. So, here's the story starting. So, a young girl and her father went to request a money lender for some time to repay their debt. So, when they met him, the money lender invited them to an open space. The open space was surrounded with a lot of different plants. There was a small hill beside the farm, and also there were a few pebbles all over the place, and the pebbles were mostly in black and white colors. So while talking to the girl and her father, the money lender wanted to trick them and wanted to use this as an opportunity to get his money back and also marry the girl. So he has said the following with the girl and the father. So he said, I will be putting two stones in a jute bag. One will be of white color and the other one will be of a black color. So if you pick a white stone, I will cancel your debt and you do not have to pay me even a single rupee. On the other hand, if you pick a black color stone, you will have to repay my debt and also you will have to allow me to marry your daughter. Saying this, the money lender convinced the father and daughter to agree to his conditions while tricking them into a conversation and deviating them and distracting them. He added two black stones, assuming that nobody has noticed. However, the girl has noticed that the old money lender has added two black stones into the bag. So, before I reveal the rest of the story, would you like to guess on what the girl could have done here? Okay, I
Not
think
sure.
Giridhar. Okay,
I'm sorry.
I thought you were thinking too much on the ending. I thought it's already kept you
Yeah.
engaged.
Okay. So what is the ending there?
Okay, so the girl has initiated that she would be picking a stone. She put her hand into the bag. She took a stone and she covered it in her fist before she removed her fist out of the bag. And once she has removed her fist out of the bag, she dropped the pebble on the floor. So, as I mentioned to you in the beginning of the story, the land where they were standing was surrounded by pebbles. All of them were a mix of black and white. Now, after dropping it on the floor, she has pretended it to be a mistake from her end and she has apologized for accidentally dropping the stone. Not only that, now she removes the remaining black stone which is there in the jute bag and says, now that the black stone which is there in the bag, she is definitely sure that the white stone has been thrown down from her end. So, in that way, she has tricked the money lender in return and she did not have to pay the money back.
Amazing, amazing. Thank you so much for coming up with such a perfect story about this wit and humor.
I'm glad you liked the story, Giridhar. Now, what do you think are the effects of these stories? What did you notice from these stories?
Well, I must say that with wit and humor, you can even make some impossible things happen. Happen, yeah. Quite impossible things can be made possible.
Absolutely, bang on.
Okay, so what is the effect of these stories on your life?
So, Giridhar, to talk about the effect or impact of these stories on my life, such stories which are filled with humor and wit taught me three important things. Firstly, in any challenging situation, we need to have our eyes and ears open. The second lesson which I have learned is every crisis has an opportunity. You just have to train your mind to look into the opportunity which is there instead of panicking. And third and most important rule which I have learned is that confrontations and arguments will not help us all the time in life.
Yes, very true. Very true. Then tell me, Mansa, how could we inculcate this habit of wit and humor in our lives?
I personally feel that wit and humor takes a lot of time for a person to absorb. I think by reading a lot of wit or funny stuff helps you to absorb it primarily. You can, if you're not an enthusiast of reading, you can also watch some stories or watch some videos which has a lot of wit and humor in that as a content. Apart from that, if you are someone who's interested to meet new people and if people watching is your hobby, you can also meet people who have a funny bone or who are witty, and you can understand their the patterns of how they think and how they react to certain situations. I think these are some of the activities that will help us to inculcate being funny or being witty in our daily lives.
Okay. Okay. Then, do you think we can learn this wit and humor from others? And if so, in what way?
So, absolutely, wit and humor can be learned from other people. Again, it may not be just from our immediate neighbors or friends, it can also be from celebrities. So, I personally enjoy watching celebrity comebacks to the reporters or witty replies to the reporters during any press meets. So, that has really motivated me to understand how wit is very important to make your day enjoyable and passable. And apart from that, when you have friends who enjoy wit and humor, try spending a lot of quality time with them. And what I feel this helps in a way that you tend to absorb their qualities consciously or subconsciously. So in this way you can learn the aspects and traits of inculcating wit and humor.
Yes, yes. When you were talking about celebrities, one thing that I could immediately remember was the tweets or the responses from Mr. Abhishek Bachchan. Usually they include a lot of wit. That is what I observed at least.
Absolutely. And my all-time favorite has to be Shah Rukh Khan.
Okay. Yeah. So, Mansa, here's my next question. How can this wit and humor help us in dealing with the conflict or stressful situations?
So again, to answer that question, I feel I need to age more and have more knowledge on handling, dealing extremely stressful situations. Luckily, a touchwood, I do not have like really stressful situations to be handled as of now. But I feel whenever you are a witty person, or if you have a vision for finding out something funny in your life, automatically you are someone who would put yourself backseat, and you try to pass the day better. So in that situations, whenever there are any challenges, you will always strive to think out of the box. You would not take things personally when someone blames you for something. And that way, when you have a different approach towards solving your problems, naturally I feel that you are more calmer as a person, and um, you're more secured as a person. So your idea of conflict or stress, the dynamics for you to deal with them changes.
Okay. So maybe that's the actual impact of having or inculcating wit and humor on our lives.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Then what are the other benefits of wit and humor in our lives apart from this?
Okay, that's a deep question again. Personally, I feel that having wit and humor always uh, attracts people towards you. In terms of whenever you're giving a presentation in your organization, if you're a student and if you want to give your speech, uh, or in any such scenarios, people would always be curious to lend their ears to you, which is a very good sign. You are an attractive speaker, or you are an attractive team member whose contributions are always, people are always looking forward to listen to your contributions. Apart from that, I also believe that wit and humor helps you to have a good image for yourself in the people around you, and also it helps you to network with a lot of people.
Awesome. Awesome. So during our earlier conversation, you were saying that fortunately you didn't happen to deal with any of the conflict or stressful situations so far. So still, let me put one similar question to you. So may not be related to the actual conflict or stressful situations, but maybe on a similar lines. Can you share with us any of your personal experience wherein you have applied this wit and humor and simplified the situation?
Yes, yes. So I am not going to describe situations, but let me just say that when I attend HR interviews, whenever I'm applying for a job, or whenever I was quitting my first job, or any conversations in friends or families which involve very sensitive topics or taking sides, I generally use wit and humor so that one, I do not hurt people. Two, I try to give the best possible answer. So these are certain places where I've generally used wit or humor.
Awesome, awesome. So now that we have known the effect of this wit and humor in our lives, and also on based on your experience, can you tell me what is the impact of this wit and humor on the society as a whole?
Okay, this is again a very interesting question, Giridhar. I personally feel when people understand the importance of wit and humor, and the more they want to absorb it and apply it in their daily lives, I feel first, on the whole, the level of aggression that we see on social medias or any public platforms will definitely reduce. People will understand sarcasm, people will understand wit, humor, and they start taking things on a lighter note, and they understand the priorities, at least in certain places, than getting offended or getting aggressed. So that is the first thing which I feel is positive. The other thing which I feel is, again, when people have a way to, find things funny, or uh, just say, see it in a different way, your out of the box thinking improves. So again, when you have this eye for thinking different, using that trait of thinking at every place will definitely reduce your number of arguments, and also they will also make you understand the problem statements in your life better and how you deal them better. So these are the two things which I think wit and humor would directly or indirectly impact the society.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. All right. So now that so far we have listened to, I mean, we have had this sort of serious discussion about the wit and humor. Now let's actually apply this wit and humor with a short segment in our podcast, that is the rapid fire round. Are you ready to participate?
Yes, I'm looking forward for my hamper as well.
Yes, definitely. Maybe I can give you virtual hamper at least at this point.
Good one.
Okay. So, Mansa, here's my first question to you in the rapid fire round. Wit or humor?
Oh, tough question. Wit or humor? I think wit that generates humor.
That's a wise answer, I must say. Okay. Tenali Ramakrishna or Birbal?
Okay, you are giving me so many hard questions. You don't want to give me the hamper.
No, but you are here to simplify everything using the wit and humor.
Okay, so I would probably choose Tenali Ramakrishna because I was introduced to his humor and wit first.
Awesome. Okay. Intelligence or wisdom?
Okay. Wisdom, because I think it has a long-lasting important impact on shaping a personality.
Hmm, that's good. Humor or comedy?
I think humor, because it can be applied to both personal and professional lives. Humor can be applied in a formal way as well.
Yes, that's true. Okay. Wit or smart?
Okay, I think I'll at least need 5 more years to answer this question. I need to age more. I'm not sure if wit is better or being smart is better.
Okay. Okay. Fine. माफ किया जाए. Okay. Speech or story?
I really find stories more engaging and insightful, but yes, a good speaker who has written a really nice speech can also bring in that impact. But I would prefer stories.
Yeah, that's right. Story within a speech would be even more interesting.
Absolutely, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Knowledge or wisdom?
Again, wisdom, because wisdom has a long lasting impact.
Yeah. Discovery or invention?
Okay. I think discovery, because I don't know how the process of invention works. I always feel that everything, whatever we have discovered, is already there and there's no concept of invention. I could be wrong.
Mhm. That's good to hear. Maybe a different perspective here. Okay. Morning or evening?
I am an evening person, so definitely evening.
High five.
High five, virtual high five.
Yeah, virtual high five. Okay. So, Mansa, here's my last question to you in the rapid fire round. My favorite one. Let's see what you're going to say.
Okay.
Giridhar or Mansa?
Okay. Okay. What if I say if it is a collab of Giridhar and Mansa? Would you find it witty or diplomatic?
I'm not sure exactly. I can't say that, but I'm sure that's the correct answer, in fact, because only due to the collaboration that we are having at this point, we are able to do this podcast. So I can say that's the right answer.
Yes. I think now I've officially earned the hamper. What do you think?
Yes, yes, you already earned it. I don't have to explicitly mention that I'm going to give you the virtual hamper.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Mansa, for being with us on the show today. We look forward to having you once again in future.
Thank you so much, Giridhar. It was my pleasure to be here, and I would always be delighted to come back.
Awesome. Thank you once again for being with us.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Well, that's the end of the episode, listeners. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'll be back next week with another amazing guest. See you.